In an unusual request, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein asks federal prosecutors to help with Kavanaugh paperwork. What the hell? By Christina Layla for the GatewayPundit.com. What is Rosenstein up to now? And where is Attorney General Sessions? In an unusual request, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein asked federal prosecutors to help review documents of President Trump's SCOTUS nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. Rosenstein's email subject line sent to 93 U.S. Attorney read personal message to U.S. attorneys from the Deputy Attorney General and included the sentence, "We need your help in connection with President Trump's nomination of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to serve on the Supreme Court." The New York Times reported Rod J. Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General, has asked federal prosecutors to help review the government documents of Judge Brett M. Kavanaugh, President Trump's Supreme Court nominee, according to a letter obtained by the New York Times on Wednesday. Mr. Rosenstein's request was an unusual insertion of politics into federal law enforcement. While the Justice Department has helped work on previous Supreme Court nominations, department lawyers in Washington typically carry out that task, not prosecutors who pursue criminal investigations nationwide. But in an email sent this week to the nation's 93 United States attorneys, Mr. Rosenstein asked each office to provide up to 3 federal prosecutors who can make this important project a priority for the next several weeks. Names were to be submitted to Mr. Rosenstein's office by the end of Wednesday. Mr. Rosenstein's email, which had the subject line personal message to U.S. attorneys from the Deputy Attorney General, included the sentence, "We need your help," in connection with President Trump's nomination of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to serve on the Supreme Court. According to Christopher Hunter, a former FBI agent and federal prosecutor, it's flat out wrong to have career federal prosecutors engaged in a political process like the vetting of a Supreme Court nominee. It takes them away from the mission they're supposed to be fulfilling, which is effective criminal justice enforcement, the New York Times reported. Rosenstein said in his email to the department that he expects to have the equivalent of 100 full-time lawyers to work on Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation. Although the federal prosecutors have been used in the past to help with judicial confirmations, this is the first time a Deputy Attorney General has sent out such a broad request to United States Attorney's Office, says the New York Times. On Monday, President Trump announced Judge Brett Kavanaugh as his second pick for the Supreme Court of the United States. Judge Kavanaugh will replace Justice Kennedy on the Supreme Court. Rosenstein knows President Trump can take Mueller all the way up to the Supreme Court, so it appears he is doing everything he can to delay the confirmation to prevent Trump from cementing a conservative majority, which could ultimately put an end to the Russia witch hunt. Overall, it is unnecessary for Rosenstein to vet Judge Kavanaugh at all, because he should have already been vetted in order to hold his current position. Rich leaks: how the hell is Brett Kavanaugh, a United States Court of Appeals judge, not already vetted, fully vetted? This sounds like a deep state setup by Rod Rosenstein. Rosenstein is one of the deep state's most criminal and corrupt players. He should be in jail rather than putting innocent Americans in jail or slandering them. Listen, enough is enough already. Send in the military, boys. Send in the military, boys. America's ready to take them down right now. I mean, enough is enough with this. Come on. How is he not already vetted? So now you see the extreme bias? Do you see? They're incriminating themselves, basically. That move that Rod Rosenstein did is incriminating himself. Enough is enough already. That's what I say. And they're saying, where's Attorney General Sessions? He's nowhere to be found. He's hiding under a rock. He ain't going against the deep state, that's for sure. But I think he's part of it somehow. Enough is enough. I don't know what to say about this. This is just out, it just like actually shows how much obvious hatred they have for this president, because this president is unclogging the drain, so to speak, of the swamp. But Trump better be very careful, because these people are very dangerous. They're very, very dangerous, as we saw what happened with Jordan, the nephew. Very dangerous. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.